Well, that touchdown able to keep a flicker of hope unless Judkins can extinguish it.
All right, howdy, fellas. We have Quinshon Judkins. This is a guy that you guys have been wanting and waiting for. First things first, Ohio State. This video is getting copyrighted, so please like the video if you do enjoy it. Give me a comment to get in the algo. Let's go ahead and get started. 2022, we need to make a certain precedence that this young man started his career at Ole Miss, and it's so kind of crazy to see how things kind of formulated like full turn. Like if he stayed at Ole Miss, him, Jackson Dart, Trey Harris, and that defense, you know, Ole Miss could have literally made a run if Judkins stayed there. But what he does is he takes his talents out to Ohio State 2023 season. Things didn't go as planned, but he still had a great year. 13 games played, 1,200 yards, 15 touchdowns on the ground. And then in 2024, as a national champion, has a great season, but the stats aren't as beautiful. And that's a thing that I was kind of, really pressing upon as I'm, looking up a game tape to find of him. And the first thing I do is I just look at the stats to where it's like, okay, wow, he popped off this game. Let's tap in. Let's look at it. But there weren't a lot of games where it was like him popping off. The games that I found of him popping off were all in the playoffs. So let that actually mean something, if you will. So when he was actually popping off, it was playoff ability. The thing is he had Travion Henderson as well. And I would like to think that, this young man, what do we got? 1,060 for him. And then let's see where Travion's at with rushing yards for this. 1,010. They are pretty much at a bulk load, 145 attempts at a 50-50 split for time, it seems like. 145 to 193. So Quinshon getting a little bit of the more of the bulk of the carries, but full-time running back, either one of them. I think the stats are great. We're going to do Travion right after this one, but rushing grade at a 90, zone at an 85, gap at an 83, elusive rating at a 69.3. I don't know what to take of that once again, just keeping it in perspective. When you play the running back position, and even more so when you have another guy behind you, lack of better words, that is going to also execute at a high level, high clip. There's a comfort that comes with it, but also there's an aggression that comes with it. But the one thing that gets lost in translation is the rhythm. Like running backs need rhythm. Adrian Peterson's great ability was to get into a rhythm. Marshawn Lynch, all his beast mode stuff, it was because he was able to stay in a certain circadian rhythm all the way from the second quarter to the fourth quarter. People couldn't stop him in the fourth quarter. It's not just his strength and his power and his endurance. It's a rhythm. It's a flow state that you can get into as a running back. That's how you find the lanes. And it's just like, how does Saquon find, there's more to it than just, because I think the running back position is pretty eclectic and in how you have to figure out a play. When you get the ball 5 yards behind line of scrimmage, you got to figure it out because everybody knows you have the ball and everybody's coming to get you, all 11 dudes. So you gotta have something to help you out. Just the game plan is not going to be great. So with Mr. Judkins, I think I saw 6 foot, a bigger, heavy guy too. What was the weight at? Let's see what the weight was at. 219. Judkins is a strong north-south runner who generates impressive speed to power for consistent yards after the catch. However, his game lacks the creativity needed to consistently win in the NFL. I think that's what they're talking about, the elusive rating, but I've already established what I think of it. Independent of his offensive line, right? Behind a good line, he could rack up yards. Behind a subpar one, he could struggle to stand out. And, sure, Let's see if that checks out. I think that's something that we can, make sure of. So we got him out here on the top. It's a screen. He gets it, tries to make something work. That is very north-south still, even though we did see him move a little bit there. But you see how he takes this screen, he immediately can go north-south. I was hoping he would split these. I'm going right here, bro. Maybe I can get nah, they close it up. Oh, he was thinking about it. They close it up. Good on him. So he stretches it out a little bit more. Tries to go north-south. That's about 10 yards. I like it. Where we at? Backfield. Got a single back look. Strong to the right. Counter look. Cuts it back. Oh my gosh. Good vision right here. Good patience. Good awareness. We got Donovan Jackson right here in the big 74. One of my favorite players in the draft. We got Emeka Egbuka. Of course, Will Howard. See what we got here. Emeka in motion. Look at that. We have the lead going to the left, and then he's able to patiently just cut things back and pick up the extra yards. Here we go. Pistol look. Takes it. Cuts to the left. Stiff arm. Drags them in. Oh, my. Come on. Let's go, man. That's an NFL rep. That's an NFL play. That's going to happen. I mean, when you get into the 10-yard motions and you can get man-on-man 10-yard motions, when you get goal line-wise, it becomes man-on-man to where it becomes tackle for a tackle, hat for a hat. So we got this right here. Everything's really cleaned up, right? We got a pulling tight end coming to clean something up with number 4 with a block. And then we have and 4 defeats a block. And then you just have to break this one tackle, stiff arm to the ground, baptize them. His head bounced off the turf. And then we have another one right here with a little bit of speed. 15 had one more chance to make sure he did not get into the end zone. Too strong, stretched out. Touchdown, Ohio State. I think about Quinshon, Judkins in like Miami. Like they just stack it up. Or if he ends up somehow being the second fiddle. The thing is, I think he's good, but the thing is the running back depth, it's so vast, like there's so many, to where you can get greedy if you're the 49ers. You know, you have Christian McCaffrey, it is what it is, but like in the second round, you can get greedy if it's there, if it makes sense. Go get him. Like, you're a running first organization. Here we go. We got a pass look, 5 yards. Show numbers. Nice. Looks like it was just supposed to be an option route right here, right? So if the running, more than likely, if the linebacker leaves the zone, if he's covering grass somewhere else, you sit down at that 5-yard mark. Willpower probably finds him. So everything's an option. So Quinshon Judkins is going to react off of what 34 is doing. Sees that he's still sitting. So I'm just going to go up. You see me? Bop. If he sits, you hit him. If he leaves, goes. Wait. No, if the linebacker sits, you go past him, get the touchdown. If he goes anywhere, you sit it down and right at the goal line, score. Here we go. Little counter. Woo! Let me see. You got to score. This is it. You have got to score, Judkins, please. Oh, I'll take it, baby boy. Oh, man. So, I mean, right? Counter, showing right, turning it up left, then still going back to the right. That is, that's the defense knowing and understanding how the run works. That's the defense also knowing and understanding your tendencies as an offense. They don't care about the counter. As soon as they see your foot hit that right, they're all headed left. Like they statch up a little bit, but they're all headed left. They overcommit. Look at all of them. They're all over here. So I mean, whether it be his freakish talents or whatever, or they're coached by Al Golden. This was the #1 defense in the country. So something tells me that Judkins is showing some good things because they just overcommit like crazy, and he just has so much room. So much room. That is just... And then you just got horses. He holds onto the ball. That was a good attempt by 15 to get it out. I would love to have seen a touchdown there, but like I said, that is a top-ranked defense. They are going to hunt you down to make sure you don't score like that, but still good stuff. Now we're on the goal line, 5 yards out. I want to see a touchdown. Let me see some power. If you're going to be the one-back guy, you got to be that dude. So we got a 1 yard game. Once again, top defense in the country. So we can take this for what it is. Let's see if we see anything better here. But yeah, I want to see. I mean, the question is Judkins going to be a full-time guy? Like, is he because his history is he is a committee kind of guy. And I think that's kind of where the NFL is headed. But if you can be a lead singer, you got to get in right here, and you get it in. That's good. I like that. National championship game too, so big lights, right? And that's what I've been saying about a lot of these Ohio State guys. I'm going to say it about those Michigan Wolverines as well from a year ago. You want this Ohio State, you want this championship pedigree. It's not easy to win a championship. So even just having these guys in your locker room, having Judkins as a running back in your running back room, being a national champion from Ohio State, you know, is just going to bode very, very well for you. So here we go. Last toss, shotgun, turns it up. You know, he's got speed. He's got power. I can't wait to see what team drafts him, to see if he's able to unlock another, like, key in his game, because I feel like it's there. It's just everything he and TreVeyon Henderson had to do was to split carries and to essentially, you know, work off of each other, which is good, but you're not able to be the lead singer that you probably want to be. That puts you in a better light, because, you know, if Judkins has the role of a Cam Scatterboo, what do we think of Omarion Hampton? You know, if TreVeyon Henderson, you know, has an opportunity that Caleb Johnson did. Caleb Johnson at Iowa, 240 attempts, right? Let's see, Mr. Cam Scatterboo, 294 attempts. Omarion, 281 attempts. Ashton, this has to be in the threes, right? 375 attempts. Our top, I mean, I guess we might as well just finish it off with Dylan. 258. Our top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 running backs, except for the two guys that won the national championship, their attempts actually still are less. You combine Quinshon Judkins and TreVeyon Henderson's attempts, you put them together, they're still less than all of these dudes. Yep, they're in the same company. That means something. Let's do the analyses real quickies. I'm just saying, I just don't want people to be knocking them down because of the attempts or because of this or because of that. Like, quick explosive footwork in the backfield to jump gaps and accelerate. Willing, fundamentally sound pass blocker. That is so important. That is huge. Strong core, impressive balance for yards after contact. He was giving me kind of like a big, not Alvin Kamara. I got to figure out. Long speed appears above average for the NFL. Plays with good level of competitiveness, toughness. Just 2 fumbles on 717 carries from 2022 to 2023. I think that was that Ole Miss year going into that first Ohio State year, so that's great. Not relied on much in the passing game. That doesn't mean he can't, catch out of the backfield. Lacked creativity in 2024. Okay, weight can get too far over his toes, causing him to lose balance. His pass blocking potential, high pass blocking potential, but sometimes dips his head too far and drops his eyes. Okay, so you guys let me know what you think in the comments. Peace.